A car out of one. I pray this devil die and get every evil thing the Lord got to give. And listen, I know you look at us in the state we in right now. Come Yashala. Come Yashala. Come Yashala. I know you look at us in the state we in right now. Black people on drugs and we suffering and dying. And I know it seems like you can do whatever you want to this people. I know it seems like this, but the time for glorifying yourself is soon at an end.
Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge in Baltimore, Maryland. If you're trying to come up in the school, trying to come to class here in Baltimore, we got classes here in Baltimore. You need any type of counseling or anything, just call that Baltimore school number at 443-595-7875. Today we got Trooper GEN.YAHANNA here reading for us. All right, I'm Officer Saparia. All right, the topic that we beginning today is the curses that are on our nation. All right, and these curses help us identify who the true biblical Jews are. All right, the true biblical Jews are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Okay, we're going to start in the book. We're going to start in the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Read that for me, y'all.
Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Hear this word. You know what I'm saying? Hear this truth of this Bible, man. You understand? Hear this truth about this Bible. And it's talking about, and this also, you understand, helps us know that this is talking about one nation. Yeah, it's talking about one people, the nation of Israel. Read on.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
It's saying all the 12 tribes. You understand? All the 12 tribes, man. All right, read on.
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
You know what I'm saying? You only have I known. Meaning this, like he only dealing with the nation of Israel in this shape and form. In this manner right here. You understand? He only dealing with one nation right here. Okay? Nation of Israel. Read on.
Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
You know what I'm saying? Therefore he's going to punish us. You know what I'm saying? He's going to punish the nation of Israel. You understand? For all our iniquities. You know what I'm saying? For not following these laws, statutes, commandments. You understand? For not obeying the Most High, man. You understand? That's exactly what we got to cover, man. These punishments are curses on our nation, man. You understand? They're curses on our nation, man. All right, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 1. 27 and 1.
Oh, okay. Deuteronomy 27 and 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying,
you know what I'm saying? And Moses and the elders of Israel, you understand? They talking to a certain people, you know what I'm saying? This is the leadership of Israel right here at this time. You know what I'm saying? Telling the people what's up. Let's see what's up. Read on.
Keep all the commandments.
Do what?
Keep all the commandments.
Keep all the commandments, man. Keep these righteous laws in this Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? Any more on that?
Which I command thee this day.
Which I command thee this day, man. He commanded the children of Israel to keep the commandments, man. Give me 28 and 1.
And it shall, Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You understand? Meaning this, like, it's going to happen. This is what's going down if you would have listened to the Most High. Read on.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do what?
To all his commandments.
Do all his commandments, not just a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep all these laws in this Bible, man. These righteous laws, man. Read on.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
On what?
On high.
On high, man. We would be on high in this place, man, if we would have kept these laws, man. We would have been straight, man. We would have been better off, man. Read on.
Above all nations.
Where?
Above all nations.
That crushes that equality garbage, man. You understand? We're supposed to be above the white man. You understand? We're supposed to be above the East Indian, above the African, man. You understand? If we would have kept these laws, man, we would be above all these heathens, man. You understand? Read on.
Sloppy. Above all nations. And all these blessings shall come on thee, and overtake thee.
You know what I'm saying? All these blessings and all these blessings shall be upon you. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, man, we would have been blessed in this place, man. We would have been blessed in this place, man. Read on.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
We would have been overwhelmed with blessings if we were to listen to the Most High. Man. You know what I'm saying? Give me verse 15. You know what I'm saying? And if you read from verse 3 all the way down to 14, you know what I'm saying? You can see the verses. It's like you can see the blessings. You understand? That we would have had, man. We would have been overwhelmed with those blessings, man. But because we didn't listen to the Most High, this is what we get. Read on. Give me verse 15.
Deuteronomy 28:15.
Mm-hmm.
But it shall come to pass.
You understand? It shall come to pass. Like, it shall surely happen, man. This is what will happen and what did happen. What we about to bring out. Read on.
If thou wilt not hearken diligently.
You know what I'm saying? If we don't listen to the Most High, if we don't keep these laws, read on.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Mm-hmm.
To observe to do all his commandments.
Mm-hmm.
And his statutes.
Mm-hmm.
Which I command thee this day.
Mm-hmm.
That all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these punishments.
All these curses.
Slavery.
All these curses.
Poverty.
All these curses.
Violence.
All these curses.
All these curses, man, is going to come upon our nation, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what we have to cover, man. Let's see who up under these curses. Let's see if the so-called white man fits these curses or the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians fit these curses, man. Right? Read on.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Mm-hmm.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
You understand? Cursed shalt thou be in the city. You understand? We cursed in the city, man. What's in the city, man? Poverty, man. We in the hoods. We in the slums, man. It's poverty there, man. It's violence there, man. It's illnesses, sicknesses, man. Age running rampant, man. You understand? It's poverty. It's police brutality, man. Racial injustice. Home invasions, man. People brothers and sisters getting shot by stray bullets and whatnot, man. You understand? These are curses from God, man. You understand? Cursed all we are in the city, man. You understand? We ain't safe in this place, man. Read on.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field, man. We dip out the hood, you know what I'm saying? You get your contract, you get your $1 million contract, the NBA, whatever you getting down with, whatever job, whatever slavery you got. You understand? You think you done made it. You done moved out the city. You done moved out the hood. You understand? You gonna be cursed there too. There's gonna be curses there too. You're gonna find poverty. You're gonna find drugs, man. You're gonna find gangs, man. You understand? You're gonna find these things. You're gonna find the police brutality, the racial injustice, man. You're gonna find these things. You're gonna find the whoredom, the drugs, the illnesses. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find these same things, man. Alright? Read on.
Cursed shall be thy basket.
Cursed shall be thy basket, man. When we go up in the grocery store, man, what's your basket, man? Your basket is that shopping cart, alright? You know what I'm saying? We can't afford what we need to get. You know what I'm saying? All the food that we want, all the food that we need, anything that we need, man. We can't afford it as a people, as a nation of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Curses our basket, man. Read on.
And thy store.
And thy store. You know what I'm saying? We shopping in the Aldis. We shopping in the ShopRites. And little do we know, man. Little do we know the very food that we buying as a people, as a nation of people, you understand, cannot be sold in the other grocery stores. You understand? They don't meet the standards. They don't meet the qualifications, man. You understand? Curses thy store. You understand? And thy basket, man. Read on.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. What's the fruit of thy body? Thy children, man. It's kids getting slain in the street, man. Kids getting slain in the street today, man. Getting shot by the boys. You know what I'm saying? Getting shot by each other, man. Abortion, man. That's the fruit of you, man. You understand? Murdering your baby, man. You understand? Goddamn, damn near 500,000 abortions a year, man. That's what that's talking about. Read on.
And the fruit of thy land.
And the fruit of thy land. Read on.
The increase of thy kind. And thy flocks.
And thy flocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got no farmland in this place, man. We don't got no cattle, man. And if you do got either or, you understand, the goddamn white man is breathing down your neck with all these regulations, man. They in control of these things, man. They running these things, man. You understand? Read on.
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in.
Alright, cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in. Meaning what? You go up in the crib, man, and your woman yelling at you, talking about where you been at. You been to work your goddamn there 16 hours, and she coming down your neck talking about where you been at, what you doing. You understand? You know what I'm saying? And likewise for the sisters, man. A lot of sisters coming into the house, you know what I'm saying? The brother ain't in the truth, don't understand the Bible, don't understand how to conduct himself, so he an alcoholic. You understand? So he a drug addict. So he abusive. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with the kids, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to go home. They don't want to go home to madness, man. You know what I'm saying? Parents on drugs, coming home to abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, all types of abuse, man. They don't want to come home, man. It ain't safe home. You understand? It ain't safe in the house, man. You don't want to come home to that madness, man. Read on.
And cursed shall thou be when thou goest out.
And cursed shall thou be when thou goest out, man. You going out, where you going to? You going to work. You going to your slavery, man. You up under a white man. You up under a heathen, man. You understand? You up under a heathen, man. That's a curse from God, man. You understand? You go out, man. You go out in the street, man. You got to worry about your own brothers killing you. You got to worry about the goddamn white man killing you. You got to worry about the violence. You got to worry about the drugs in your community. You got to worry about the racial injustice. You got to worry about all these things that's happening in your own community, man. It ain't safe to leave your own house. It ain't even safe in your own house, man. For a lot of brothers and sisters out here, man. Any more on that?
La'asa.
Go to verse 25.
Deuteronomy 28:25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
You know what I'm saying? We smitten before our enemies. Meaning what, man? We getting slain in the street. We getting beat in the street by the goddamn police, man. Before our enemies, man. They putting on a goddamn show, man. You understand? You understand? And back in the day, man, we was getting whipped, man. They have a goddamn circle around us, man, putting on a goddamn show. Getting whipped in front of our enemies, man. Same thing with the lynchings, man. Putting on a goddamn show for our enemies, man. Before thine enemies, man. Okay? Read on.
Thou shalt go out one way against them.
You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt go outweigh one. You know what I'm saying? We going out against them. Now we want to protest, you understand? Now we want to protest, put our hands up, don't shoot, fist in the air, all that, man. Land in the goddamn street. You understand? All this madness. But when we do this, let's see what happens. Read on.
And flee 7 ways before them.
And what?
And flee 7 ways before them.
And flee 7 ways before them. Meaning what, man? Now they sickening dogs on us. Now they got the water hose on us. Now they got the horses trampling us, shooting rubber bullets at brothers and sisters. You understand? There's stories out here when heathens is running cars into people in the middle of the crowd. You understand? You understand? And we fleeing from that, man. Fleeing from the flashbangs, from the smoke grenades. You understand? Fleeing from them because we trying to join them. You understand? Why are we trying to join the people that don't even want us to be a part of them? Let's be our own people, man. You understand? These are the prophecies, man. These are the curses, man. Read on.
And shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Amen. And we were moved into all the kingdoms of the earth, man. We scattered amongst this place, man. Give me the next precept. Where we at? 29? Give me 29.
Deuteronomy 28:29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in the darkness.
You understand? We grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness. Meaning what? You understand? We blindly looking for a solution, man. Looking for the truth. You understand? But we groping. What we groping for? We groping for Christianity. We in the Islam. We in the Christianity. We in the Buddhism, man. You understand? We in all these other false doctrines, man. And that's what we grope for, man. You understand? We looking for protection up under that, man. We looking for truth up under that. Give me Isaiah 59:10.
Come.
You understand? That's what we groping for as a people, man. We groping for, you know what I'm saying, just like a blind man. You understand? Don't even know what he grabbing for, man. Get that? You got that out?
Come.
Read that.
Isaiah 59:10. We grope for the wall like the blind.
For the what?
For the wall.
For the wall. What's that wall, man? That wall is what you looking for, man. You looking for the truth. You understand? But we ain't finding the truth, man. We up in the Christianity, up in the Islam, up in the Buddhism. We up in a whole bunch of garbage, man. You understand? The garbage that we cling on to, we think that's the truth. We think that's going to protect you, man. You understand? That wall is there to protect you, man. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? What is it? Jeremiah 14:2 says, the gates thereof language, man. You understand? That protection, that garbage that we in, has failed us, man. You understand? Read on.
And we grope as if we had no eyes.
We had no eyes, man. You understand? Read on.
We stumble at noonday, as in the night. We are in desolate places.
We are in desolate places as a people. Give me the definition of desolate real quick.
Definition of desolate.
Give me that in the dictionary.
Come.
You understand? You're going to see what the word desolate means. You understand? We in desolate places as a people, man. You understand? Alright? You got that for me up?
I'm slacking 1 minute.
Alright? Take your time. You know what I'm saying? We in desolate places, man. We going over the curses of our people, man. And this right here only fits blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get more on this, man. We're going to get more on the curses that we are under, man. Alright? Let me know what you got there.
I got it.
Alright, read that out.
Desolate. Lonely.
Lonely, man. You go up in the Christian church, ain't no brotherhood there, man. You understand? You alone. You on your own, man. Ain't no type of brotherhood in any of these philosophies out here, man. You understand? Read any more on that?
Laid waste.
Laid waste, man. Laid waste. That's you and these other doctrines and these other philosophies out here, man. Read on.
Uninhabited.
Uninhabited, man. Ain't no truth in that garbage, man. Alright, any more on Isaiah 59:10?
Isaiah 59:10.
Any more?
We stumble at noonday, as in the dark, as in the night. And we are in desolate places as dead men.
As what?
As dead men.
As dead men. We dead men in America, man. Give me Ezekiel, man.
Ezekiel.
Oh, Slacky, give me Baruch first. Give me Baruch 4:1.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Give me Baruch. Let's see how we did in this place. Let's see how we did in this place in America, man. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Christian church say that the laws are done away with, man. And that's one of the reasons how we did in this place. And we're going to see how, man. You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, man. We did in this place, man. We did in the Americas, man. We did everywhere we at. In the city or in the field, man. Wherever we are, man. You understand? You got that for me out?
Come.
Read that.
Baruch 4:1 out of the Apocrypha. This is the book of the commandments of God.
This is the book of the commandments of God. You understand that? Understand this. The Apocrypha is part of the Bible. It's part of the 1611 KJV, the original Bible. You understand? It's the most accurate translation of the Hebrew to the English. You understand what I'm saying? This right here is the 1611 Bible. You understand? Read that from the top.
Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever.
And the law that endureth forever. You understand? This law these laws in this Bible don't stop. Read on.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
Shall come to what?
Shall come to life.
Shall come to life. So we did it in America, because we ain't living by the truth. You understand? We ain't living by the word, man. That's how we did in this place, man. As dead men. You understand? Isaiah says. You understand? In the book of Isaiah. You understand? We as dead men. Read on.
But such as leave it shall die.
Such as leave it shall die. That's how you did it in America, man. You understand? You leave these laws, statutes, and commandments, you die, man. Like, you did it. It ain't talking about, it's talking about, it's because the wages of sin are death. Like, you will literally die, but it's in another context as well, meaning like you ain't alive no more. You ain't living by the word. You understand what I'm saying? Okay? Now give me let's go back to the book of Deuteronomy. Let's finish off verse 29, alright?
Come.
You understand? And these curses have been placed on one people, just like the book of Amos said. You know what I'm saying? It's about one people, one nation. These punishments are on one nation of people. Alright? Let's finish off. Let's read 29 from the top again.
Deuteronomy 28:29. And thou shalt grope at noonday.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, just like in Isaiah. Read on.
As the blind gropeth in the darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
Thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. We ain't prospering in Christianity. We haven't prospered in Islam and any other false philosophy out here. Any other false doctrine out here. Read on.
Thou shalt be only oppressed.
You know what I'm saying? We only oppressed, man. We only oppressed, man. Read on.
And spoiled evermore.
And spoiled evermore, man. We spoiled with the philosophies of these other nations, man. We spoiled with Christianity. They shove that down our throats. Islam, Buddhism, Egyptology, numerology, whatever other false doctrines out there. You understand? A whole bunch of garbage out there, man. We spoiled with that madness, man. And it keeps us destroyed as a people, man. We understand. Any more on that?
And no man shall save thee.
And no man shall save you. You understand? We ain't getting saved. We ain't getting saved up out of this madness, man. You understand? You understand? We up in these other philosophies, man, and it causes us to err, man. It causes us to sin, man. You understand? Just like we was bringing it out. You understand? Like we did here in America, man. We did here in America, man. Like the scriptures say, give me Ezekiel. Give me Ezekiel. You understand? We brought it out in Baruch. We brought it out in Baruch how, you understand, keeping these laws, you understand, cause us to come to life. And if we leave these laws, we leave this truth of this Bible, we you understand, we done. We did, man. We did as a people. We did as a nation, man. This is another example in the Bible. Read that for me. Give me Ezekiel 37 and, what is it, 3?
It's the second one.
Give me 3. Give me verse 3.
Ezekiel 37 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Can these bones what?
Can these bones live?
Can these bones live, man? These people right here, they did it. You understand? They did it. Just like we are in America, man. You understand? Read on.
And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest.
You understand? Give me verse 10.
Verse 10.
You understand?
Ezekiel.
Sorry, and you understand? Like, that's what we gotta come. We gotta come to life, like the book of Baruch says. You understand? Like what's in the book of Baruch. You understand? We start keeping these laws, we gonna come to life, man. We gonna come to life. We gonna really start living as a people. Really start living as a nation of people, man. Read that. Give me Ezekiel 37 and 10.
Ezekiel 37 and 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me.
So the brother prophesied it, man. Like he spoke, man. Read on.
And breath came into them.
And what?
And breath came into them.
Breath came into them. You understand? His words is breath. You know what I'm saying? When Adam was on the scene, that breath of life was talking about the law, statutes, and commandments. Adam had the law, man. You understand? This is how you come to life. I understand, but we did in America, man. We did in America. Read on.
And they lived.
And they what?
And they lived.
And they lived. This is how you come to life, man. But we up under a curse, man. We did as a people right now. We did in America. You understand? Read on.
And stood upon their feet an exceeding great army.
And what?
An exceeding great army.
You understand? An army. And that's what the UPK is, man. You understand? That's what the men of the Lord are. You understand? An exceeding army. Alright, go back to the 29th chapter of Deuteronomy 28. You understand?
Deuteronomy 28, 29.
You understand? Finish that up.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in the darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore. And no man shall save thee.
Now give me verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Alright, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. You understand? What that sound like? That's straight up slavery. You know what I'm saying? You got your brother, you got your sister getting sold to one plantation. You understand? Your mother getting sold to another plantation. You understand? The same with our Hispanic and Native American Indian brothers, man. You understand? They were splitting up families then too. You understand? When Christopher Columbus came over here, that kicked off the transatlantic slave trade. They was put into slavery too. Alright, excuse me. Sorry. Alright, read on.
And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thy hand.
And there shall be no might in our hand. Like we don't have the authority we didn't have the authority to get our brothers and sisters back. You know what I'm saying? We looking for them, man. We didn't have the strength to do anything. And the same applies today, man, with the prison systems. Our brothers and sisters going to prison, going to jail. You understand? We don't got the authority to get them out of there, man. We don't got the strength to get them out of that, man. You understand? We don't have that, man. Okay? Same thing with the Child Protective Services, man. We don't got the authority. We don't got the strength to get our brothers and sisters back, man. As a people, as a nation of people, man. Right? Any more on that? Alright, give me verse 36. Verse 37.
Deuteronomy 28, 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
You know what I'm saying? We have become an astonishment to these other nations, man. Everybody are in wow, man. Like, man, these people have been on the bottom. These people are destroyed. Look at these people, man. Look at these blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. Look at the true biblical Jews. Look where they at now. Read on.
A proverb.
A what?
A proverb. And a byword.
And a byword. You understand? Meaning what? They're going to call us everything but our name. Everything but the nation of Israel. They're going to call us spics, savages. wetbacks, porch monkeys. You understand? Various names, man. Everything but our true nationality. Everything but our true name. They're gonna call us African, man. All this garbage out here, man. Anything that ain't our true name is an insult, man. It's a byword, man. You understand? It's an insult to our nation, man. An insult to our people, man. Anybody calling you an African, that's an insult. Anybody that's calling you an African American is an insult. Anybody calling you a Native American Indian is an insult. You understand? Anything that ain't your true nationality is an insult, man. You understand? You are the children of Israel, man. You understand? But today we just known as so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native American Indians, man. You are the children of Israel. Read on.
Among all nations.
Among all nations, man. Everybody call us out of our name. Everybody call us out of our name, man. You understand? They ain't calling us our true name by our true name. You understand? Anything that ain't our true name is a goddamn insult, man. It's a goddamn byword, man. Read on. Any more on that?
Whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Uh-huh. Alright, give me 48 now.
48. Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Like what?
Thine
You
enemies.
understand? We serve our enemies in this place, man. Black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native American Indian man. You have an enemy on this earth. You have enemies on this earth, man. Anybody that ain't a part of your nation is an enemy to you, man. The so-called white man is a goddamn enemy, man. He ain't your buddy. He ain't your friend, man. You understand? Read on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
So what?
Send against thee.
We trying to cling on to the goddamn curse, to the goddamn enemy, man. That's what we clinging on to. As a people, as a nation, man. You understand? Read on.
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
And hunger, man. And hunger. When we want something to eat, man, we gotta go where? We gotta go to the grocery store. We gotta go to a goddamn corner store, man. To a goddamn heathen. You understand? We gotta go for them, man. We serve our enemies, man. We serve our enemies, man. You understand? Any slavery you want, man, who over you are a goddamn heathen. You understand? Serve thy enemies, man. And we gotta go for them in hunger, man. We hungry, we gotta go to a goddamn heathen. Read on.
And in thirst.
And what?
And in thirst.
And in thirst, You thirsty? You gotta go to the goddamn corner store. Anywhere, any store. You gotta go to a heathen, man. And in Maryland, they got a goddamn rain tax, man. You understand? They got a goddamn rain tax. You understand? Water fall from the sky free, but you getting taxed. You collect enough water from the sky that fall free from the sky, you getting taxed. You understand? The white man is the goddamn devil on this earth, man. You understand? Read on.
And in one of all
You know what I'm
things.
saying? Covering everything that we want. Covering everything that we need in this place, man. You gotta get it from a heathen, man. Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
A what?
A yoke of iron upon thy
And
neck.
he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. You understand? And that is exactly what has happened to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. Put us in chains. Put us in shackles. They put a yoke of iron upon our neck, man. You understand? Like a goddamn dog, man. That's how they treat us, man. The white man is your goddamn enemy, man. Alright, read on.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
From what?
From far.
From far, man. The so-called white man went a distance, man. Went a great distance to put our brothers and sisters in slavery, man. Went that distance to come here to the Americas to put our Hispanics and Native American Indian brothers in slavery, man. You understand? And he went that distance to come to go to Africa to get us, so-called black man. You understand? Benjamites, Levites. You understand? And Haitians, man. You understand? He went that distance to get all the tribes. Read on.
From the end of the earth.
From where?
From the end of the earth.
From the end of the earth, man. The so-called white man thought there was the end of the earth. You understand? Thought that you know what I'm saying, that the world was flat. You go to a certain point, you fall off. Read on.
As swift as the eagle flieth.
Swift as what?
As the eagle flieth.
The eagle fly. What did the white man say when he got on the moon? He said the eagle has landed. You understand? He used that eagle in various things. You know what I'm saying? Many nations that he's conquered, he uses it on their flag. He got it on a dollar. You know what I'm saying? He uses it in everything, man. You understand? Read on.
Whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Whose tongue thou shalt not understand. We didn't understand French, Spanish, English. You understand? We didn't understand their tongue. We didn't understand their language. And that also crushes that garbage that you're talking about in the Christian church. Tongue is a language, man. It's a language that you speak, man. Read on.
A nation of fierce continents,
A nation of fierce continents, man. Read on.
which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young.
You know what I'm saying? Old or young, they don't give a damn. If you're a black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, you know what I'm saying? They will kill you. They will murder you. They will beat you in the street. You understand? They will slaughter you, man. They don't give a damn how old you are or how young you are, male or female. Any more on that?
La.
Give me verse 64.
Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
You understand? We scatter amongst all the nations, man. We in Japan, we in China, man. We in all of the Americas. We in the UK. Read on.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
So what?
Shall serve other gods.
Shall be in the Christianity.
Shall serve other
In
gods.
the Islam.
Shall serve other
In
gods.
the Egyptology.
Shall serve other
In the
gods.
Buddhism.
Shall serve other gods.
And we serving other gods and wherever we are as a people, man. Read on.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
We ain't know these in the past. We ain't know these things in the past. We weren't getting down with these other philosophies, these other doctrines in the past. You know what I'm saying? Our fathers wasn't getting down with no Christianity, no Islam. Our forefathers, man. You understand? Read on.
Even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
That Christian cross.
Even wood and stone.
That rock and Mecca.
Even wood and stone.
You understand? Statues.
Even wood and
You
stone.
understand? That Christian cross is that wood. You understand? Statues and whatnot. But people bowing down to statues and all that garbage. That's that stone. And that stone is also that rock and Mecca, man. That Islam. That garbage, man. Any more on that?
La.
Read verse 68.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Into what?
Into Egypt.
And what is Egypt? Egypt means bondage. And everything that comes with bondage. Slavery, suffering. You understand? A bunch of madness, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt. Read on.
Again.
Again?
Again.
You understand? Again meaning what? A second time. The first time he was under Pharaoh. You understand? The first time he was under Pharaoh. Alright, read on.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships, man. You understand? Meaning what? We had to go over water, man. We had to go over water by the way of ships, man. You understand? Give me in the Apocrypha, give me 2nd Ezra 13 and 40.
Come.
You understand? Give me 2nd Ezra 13 and 40, man. You understand? We're going to see how some of the tribes got over here by the way of ships, over water. You understand? For the naysayers. You know what I'm saying? For the naysayers. Let's see how our Hispanic brothers got over here. Our Native American brothers got over here, man. Alright, read on.
2nd Ezra 13 and 40. These are the 10 tribes.
The what?
The 10
I'm
tribes.
saying the 10 tribes talking about the Hispanics. The so-called Hispanics, the so-called Native American Indians. Read on.
Which were carried away prisoners out of their own
You know
land.
what I'm saying? They were carried away prisoners out of their own land. Read on.
In the time of O.C.
Oh, say it.
O.C. the king. Whom Salmanassar,
Salmanassar.
the king of Assyria,
You know what I'm saying? The king of Assyria, man. We was in captivity under the Assyrians. Read on.
led away captive. And he carried them over the waters. And so came they into another land.
And so then came they into another land. You know what I'm saying? They better see what's up. Read on.
But they took this counsel among themselves.
Took what?
Took this counsel among themselves.
They came amongst each other, man. They came amongst each other as a people. Read on.
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen.
That they would leave these heathens, man. They would leave the heathen. Read on.
And go forth into a further country.
Into a further country. That further country that they talking about is the Americas, man. Ain't nobody was there. Read on.
Where never mankind dwelt.
Exactly. Nobody was there. Nobody was chilling there. Nobody was getting down over there. Alright, read on.
That they might there keep their statutes.
You understand? There, they wanted to keep them law, statutes, and commandments, which they did not. You understand? That's why they up under the curses as well. Read on.
Which they never kept in their own land.
Right, read on.
And they entered into Euphrates.
You understand? And they entered into Euphrates. Read on.
By the narrow passages of the river.
Uh-huh.
For the Most High then showed them signs,
You know what I'm saying? Showed them signs. Read on.
and held still the flood.
And held still the flood. Meaning this, the Most High was looking out for our brothers and sisters, man. The Most High was looking out for our brothers and sisters. Read on.
Till they were passed over.
You understand? Until they were passed over. You understand? Passed over what? Passed over them waters, man. Looking out for our brothers and sisters on that journey from where they was dwelling at to over here to the Americas, man. Read on.
For through that country there was a great way to
It
go,
was a great way to go. They had to go a great distance. Read on.
namely of 1.5 years. And the same region is called Asareth.
It's called what?
Asareth.
That's what the Americas was called before our brothers got here. Give me Deuteronomy 28:68 from the top again.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
So we know what the word Egypt means, meaning bondage and slavery. Read on.
again
Again, a second time. Read on.
with
And
ships.
ships. Now we just read in the Apocrypha that the so-called Native Americans and the so-called Hispanic brothers came over here by over water. How do you get over water? With ships, with boats. You understand? They are also fitting this prophecy here, all right? For the naysayers, okay? Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Thou shalt see it no more again. Meaning we ain't going to see our homeland again as a nation and people. Like I specifically can go to Israel, get a plane ticket, go to Israel myself. But this is talking about as a nation of people. Everybody. You understand? Everybody that is part of this nation. You understand? You understand? We ain't going to be able to see our homeland again, man. Alright, read on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And there you should be sold into your enemies. Enemies again, man. Black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native American. You understand? You have an enemy on this earth, man. You have enemies, man. Alright? And that enemy is the so-called white man. Any other nation that ain't your people, man. You understand? They are your enemies, man. You understand? But this right here is talking about the so-called white man. You understand? We have been sold to him. And we've been sold to many other nations. Okay? You understand? As for what? Read on.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
For bondmen and for bondmen, meaning for slave man and for slave woman, man. This has happened to the blacks, to the Hispanics, to the Native American Indians, man. You understand? We were sold into slavery, man. We was put into bondage, man. To suffering, man. Chains and shackles, man. And much more, man. You understand? Any more on that? Read on.
That's it, sir.
Read on.
Oh, Slacky, and no man shall buy you.
And no man shall buy you. Meaning what? This is old Quaker English, meaning no man shall save you up out of this madness, man. Give me the book from Babylon and Timbuktu. This book is called from Babylon. Hold it up for the brothers. I said this book is called From Babylon to Timbuktu by Ruth R. Windsor. I said it's going to tell you how the so-called the true biblical Jews went into Africa. All right. Fleeing from Roman persecution. You understand? We are not African. We are a separated people. All right, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Give me that. We on page 84. All right, read that.
Page 84. From Babylon to Timbuktu. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
You know what I'm saying? The Roman army captured Jerusalem. Read on.
In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state.
You know what I'm saying? This is the 70 AD destruction. This is what happened to the true biblical Jews. Alright, read on.
With great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
You understand? Many atrocities, man. You understand? Many things was happening to the true biblical Jews, man. Read on.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews.
You understand? Estimated. This is just an estimate. You understand? This is just an estimate. You understand that what?
The over 1 million Jews.
That over 1 million Jews, read on.
Fled into Africa.
Fled into where?
Into Africa.
Into where?
Into Africa.
You understand? Meaning a dark race of people fled into Africa. If it was a white race of people, why would they even fly? Why would they even flee into a dark race of people? They would be easily found. They would be easily pointed out, like, man, there they go right there. You know what I'm saying? But because these people are a dark race of people, they fled amongst another dark race of people to hide from Roman persecution. Read on.
fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
Full of what?
Black Jewish slaves.
Full of what?
Black Jewish slaves.
Those are the people that was put in them cargo slave ships. You understand? The other tribes were put in the cargo slave ships, man. You understand what I mean? You understand? Like, B50 prophecy, you can go and put that down, brother.
Okay.
You understand? Like, you understand? No other people on this earth fit these prophecies, man. You understand? Only the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. Nobody else on this earth, man. You understand? With that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the class, man. Again, you understand? This is the Israelite School, UPK. You understand? I'm Officer Saparia. This is Trooper Dawada. You understand? If you're trying to become a trooper, you're trying to come to class, you got any questions, or you need any type of counseling, you got any type of questions, hit the Baltimore school number. If you're in this Baltimore area, Baltimore City, Baltimore County, surrounding counties, hit that number at 443-595-7875. Alright, also check out the online classes, the Sabbath service on Saturdays, the radio show, you understand, posted by Commander GEN.YAHANNA, the grill, check it out. Alright, just go to isupk.com, onewest.org for more information on this. Alright, also Israel, pay your tithes. It is a commandment from God. Okay, it is a commandment from God. Pay your tithes. Alright, and with that, shalom, Israel.
When nowadays I work hard on the job till I come cross y'all. Still like I'm a criminal. Crime and get caught, it could be your first charge. Like, man, you ain't getting the minimum. It gon' dip, squat, 5 mile run. Push, pull, sit on. Goddamn, get strong. Looking at my baby, trying to keep them doing wrong. It's too long for they grown. I can't leave them on their own. They killed Daddy like he had a 30-day case. The news covering up the story for what they say. It took me back to the time we lost Otis. Pretend these crackers, they gon' tell you something bogus. And I'm thinking like, damn, what you tell the kids? We try to put up a fight, but did we fail the kids? Cause they really got us looking like no damn good. And why success got to cost my manhood?